Hey, what's up YouTube? Dakota here, making another video. This is my preliminary picks for UFC 132. Pretty good prelims, so I'm kind of excited to run through this. And yeah, it's a little late right now. It's around 3:15 in the morning, so if I seem a little, tired, I shouldn't. I feel wide awake. But yeah, I'm going to get right into it. Jeff Hugland versus Donnie Walker. Bantamweight fight. I'm probably going to give it to Donnie Walker. He just seems a little more like... Jeff Hungland's pretty well-rounded, but Donnie Walker, he has pretty heavy hands, so I believe he could probably catch him, put him away maybe in the second round. Who knows, it could be a quick finish. Ooh, Andre Winner versus Anthony Njokuani. Andre Winner, great boxing. You know he has lightning fast hands. But Anthony, too, that's pretty much where his whole game is, in the striking. So this is kind of an interesting matchup. It's going to be cool to watch. I'm going to go with Andre Winner here, maybe by a third-round finish. I always liked Andre Winner. I remember on the show he sucked his thumb and stuff. I don't know why I remember that, but yeah, Andre Winner by a third-round finish. Ooh. Brad Tavares versus Aaron Simpson. Aaron Simpson coming off 2 losses to Mark Munoz and Chris Lieben. Not anyone really, it's not bad to lose to those guys. Those are pretty high-level guys. Brad Tavares coming off a knockout win of Phil Baroni. I like Phil Baroni. That kind of makes me feel like I don't really like Brad Tavares. But, I don't know. I didn't like him on the show. He was on Ultimate Fighter Season 10 or 11. I don't remember. But, yeah, he's not bad. He seems pretty well-rounded. He has powerful strikes. Aaron Simpson, Division I wrestler, one of the highest-level wrestlers in the UFC. I believe he will be able to take Brad Tavares down at will. But if he tries to strike with him, like, because he tried to strike with Lieb, well, I don't even know how that Lieben thing happened. Because he gasses, I hope he doesn't really, just go in there, exert everything he has in the first round, and then leave himself vulnerable to get finished, because he definitely can get finished from someone like Brad Tavares. Brad Tavares has powerful high kicks, great strikes, great in the clinch, and I definitely believe that he could finish Aaron Simpson if it goes to that. But I'm just going to stick to the Aaron Simpson by maybe, I don't even know what to call it. I believe he might finish him in the third round, but I think I'm just going to go with a decision because Brad Tavares is a pretty tough guy. We got Taika Mizugaki versus Brian Bowles. Mizugaki coming off of a loss to Uriah Faber, I'm pretty sure. Glad to see he's okay because that choke was in a while. That could crush shit in your neck. Brian Bowles, former WEC Bantamweight champion, trying to recapture former glory. And yeah, he's only lost once. I'm pretty sure that is to Dominic Cruz, and Dominic Cruz is Dominic Cruz. Great fighter. Saying that, I think this should be a pretty entertaining fight. I don't know. I haven't seen much of either of these guys. I think I'm going to take Brian Bowles just from being in the spotlight before and I don't know, by a second round finish. Mizugaki's a cool guy, but he's not super tough. Alright, we got George Sotiropoulos versus Rafael Dos Anjos. I believe Rafael Dos Anjos stepped in for someone. I'm not sure, though. This seems like a pretty good fight for a replacement. George Sotiropoulos, I'm not a big fan of him. He kind of started that whole losing streak with Joe Stevenson, and I like Joe Stevenson. And Rafael Dos Anjos, not a bad fighter at all. He snapped that Terry Adam winning streak. He lost to Clay Guida. I don't know what happened with his jaw, because it was a really weird thing what happened with Guida. But, yeah, they're both coming back from losses. George Sotiropoulos definitely, I'm sure he could win this, but Rafael Dos Anjos, I think I might give him an edge on the ground. Great jiu-jitsu. And George Sotiropoulos, his boxing's getting better, but I don't know. Rafael Dos Anjos doesn't have the worst striking in the world, but he doesn't have the best. The same could be said for George Sotiropoulos. You could make an argument that his boxing's, I think, yeah, his boxing is probably more crisp than Dos Anjos. But I don't know where to really go with this. George Sotiropoulos, I guess, by decision, just because he normally beats everyone unless you're Dennis Seaver. Ooh, next fight on the card, the last fight on the prelim, sadly, we got Melvin Gillard versus Shane Roller. Shane Roller, one of the highest level wrestlers in UFC now. He was a high level wrestler in WEC, still a high level wrestler now, making his UFC debut, I believe, maybe, against Melvin Gillard. I feel kind of sad that Melvin Guillard's in the prelims. Last time we saw him, he main evented a UFC fight for the troops against Evan Dunham. And when you knock out Evan Dunham, like I said earlier in a video, I think it was for the Matt Wyman Senna fight, that should skyrocket you in the division, man. You knocked out Evan Dunham, a guy that everyone said beat Shirk, who was like looking like he was going to be the next prospect that won the title. He was going to be like a John Jones or something. And you just destroyed him. It was a vicious knockout. Evan Dunham wasn't in that fight at all. And it's sad that he has to fight Shane Roller, not to mention the experience factor. Melvin Guillard has like 56 fights, and Shane Roller has 13. Kind of like the Jeff Monson situation, except I don't think the wrestling will just get you through it. Shane Roller, like I said, high-level wrestling. I definitely believe that he can take Melvin Guillard down. Better grappler than Melvin Guillard, better wrestling than Melvin Guillard, but the striking is where it comes into play. Melvin Guillard, since he switched to the Greg Jackson camp, has looked amazing. Not in the Jeremy Stevens fight. I'm sure he lost that fight. I don't know if you guys think that. I think Jeremy Stevens won, but Stevens is my boy. So what can you do? Melvin Guillard, though, he's looked fast and lighter. He's setting up his combinations a lot better. He's setting up his combinations a lot better. He looks a lot lighter on his feet. He's not loading up with all his power. He'll set it up with a jab or so, like a good straight. And he can pounce in there and he can get out real fast. And I think that's going to be the factor against Shane Roller. I don't think he's going to let Shane Roller take him down. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does, but it's 3 in the morning, so I'm just going to go on a whim and say that Melvin Guillard wins by a KO. Not a KO. You know what? Yeah, a KO. He'll knock him out. And that's my prelim picks. I'm going to make another video. I'm not really sure what of. I think it's going to be the situation of judging in MMA in the sport. But subscribe, like, do what you got to do. You know I like it. I love you guys. Later.